Hi folks, welcome back. This is 160 grams per square metre paper, cartridge paper, really good quality. It's in a binder made by, or put together by Sea White of Brighton, a lovely resort on the south coast. And provided you don't overwater it, it's a brilliant paper. So I'm going to do, I don't know what I'm going to do really, I'm just going to follow the brush really, as I usually do. I'm going to use this brush here, I think it's 1.5 inch varnish brush, hog hair. Have you noticed in a supermarket or Home Depot type stores, it's very difficult to find bristle household brushes. They all seem to be nylon, and I don't like nylon. I can't stand it. So if you see some decent Chinese brushes, I bought loads of them, but they lasted a long time. Beautiful, made in China, Cornell. Made in China anyway. They're still going strong. I do use those brushes, but I like using these worn out ones as well. Now this is sort of a guide to acrylic painting, because I'm sure there are lots of you out there that would like to have a go at acrylics, but apart from the expense, but they're not that expensive, you only need a few colours. And the initial book, this book is probably, it probably costs about £10, £10. I think I paid about £10 for it in a lovely art shop in Bungay, on the Norfolk-Suffolk coast border. I'm going to pull out some more burnt sienna. I love burnt sienna. It's probably my favourite colour on the palette. And it mixes very well with all the other colours. I've got two yellows. I'll show the palette. I've got two yellows. I bought two yellows last week. Primary yellow and this one here. What's this? A clear yellow. I think that's what it says, clear. From Hobbycraft. They're both different colours, but I'll probably use both of them. I don't mind. But I've got here vermilion hue, ultramarine, burnt sienna, Payne's grey, and one or two of these yellows, and the yellow ochre. But I don't count the black as a colour. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colours. Basic 5 colours. I'm going to just. This point, if I can move that. No, I can't because I've fixed it. I've taped it to the to some MDF, just to stop it slipping down the down the setup I've got here. So the first thing to do is just to make some marks on the paper. So Payne's grey is a good one for that, and a bit of ultramarine, a bit of white. Just bung it in. It's a landscape. I don't do anything but landscapes. I don't really like doing buildings. I got sick of doing buildings, painting Venice some years ago for a commission. I'll show you one that I just dug out that didn't go to the gallery. This one here. Oh, there we are. So anybody want it, they can have that for £200. It's 20 by 16 inches. But I got fed up with the buildings. I'm a landscape, pure landscape. Put the odd figure in, but it's just just the fun of painting, the joy of painting a landscape. They're not as difficult as you think, but it's when you try to over elaborate things, or before you're skilled in doing them, you want something that you can actually paint yourself, and this is this will be one of them. And I've surrounded the edges of this piece of paper so that when I remove the tape, I've got a nice frame, a paper frame for display. I'm building these a couple of these books. Well, I've got one full for my children. They're in their 50s or 40s, and I'm sure they'll appreciate them one day. Anyway, so let's get some light stuff in now. Let's try a bit of yellow and have a bit of red and a bit of blue, and see what we can do. We want some darks and lights in the sky, and if you're struggling with your sky, it's probably because you try to do too much. A bit of burnt sienna. Oh, that's very yellow, isn't it? Too yellow. This is just the way, not the Venice ones, but the landscapes. This is how I start the landscape. Just put some paint on the board, on the paper, and then you'll find a way. You'll follow the brush, and then you'll add some colours, take some away. No, that's a good basis. Now we've got a good dark there. So look, we can just. I've got to put a lot of light in there, but what we're going to put on the landscape here, well, let's just go with a bit of green to start. I like that green, I think. Alright, let's get some of that, bit of white, burnt sienna. Look, I'm just putting the paint on. My board is moving a little bit. It might be because that might be a bit better. I've got the back leg down on my box easel, balanced on a house brick. Alright, we want some blue in that, do we? A bit of not a hilly one. I'm not sure I've did myself any favours with that. But then you can just quickly go over it, blot it out, and put the dark back. Right, just add in some bits of yellow landscape. That's almost a greeny yellow. Right, let's do that some more work on that sky. I've got a panel pin banged into the back of this brush. Eventually they fall out, the little pins, because it's only going a little way. But I've got some veneer pins about an inch long. I bang them through. Further up, because that is not all handle. The handle ends about there on your brush. Look, you see it's about there. So you've got a gap between the bristles and the handle. But provided you can catch the wood, you can bang, it's quite easy, bang a panel pin through, just cut it off to the length you want and then just bang it over. So that's what I do. I just want to get some lights in this. Alright, a bit of red in that, blue. I do like mixing mauve for my skies. Now I want to get much light on that horizon, but I want a colour in it, and I used burnt sienna for that. Get that white. I've decided that the ones I did earlier are just a bit heavy on the dark. So that's good. Now that is a bit of a cold yellow, cold. So a bit of warming up with a bit of burnt sienna. Now there's loads of colour in that. Bit of red. Right, here we go. Just keep going till you've got something you like. Even if it doesn't look right, don't worry about it. Just carry on. Just go to a different bit of the picture, then that will be sort of percolating in your brain, and you'll find a way through that. Right, I've got a bit more of that Payne's grey and a bit of that blue. See if we can just darken a bit of that. That's still not bright enough on the horizon. Looks a bit better. Still want some cloudy stuff in. So I get that lighter. It's not pure white. I'm mixing white with a bit of burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is beautiful when you warm it up. Right, let's get some landscape in now. A bit of darky stuff. Have a bit of an escarpment. Right, so let's have a bit of blue and grey. We just lighten that a bit. I'm imagining Dartmoor now for this. Now that was very bold, but get some darks and lights. I'll get some greens in there. Doesn't matter what green I'm using here. Palette green. I haven't got any greens on the palette. I don't use them. Right, a little bit more of the ochre. Just scumble over that. And we've got this nice shadow there, so we can put that in. Right, now we're just lighting all this now. Right, let's have a bit of grey in there and a bit of white. Right, now that's pretty bland at the moment. Let's get the light is on there, but I'm going to contrast that. Right now, a good colour for the landscape. Oh, a bit of burnt yellow, isn't it? Bit of white. Right, I'm going to put some trees in there, a few trees in there, I think. There aren't many on Dartmoor. Just a bit of red with it. Right, I'm going to use one of these brushes here. But I like mixing a bit of red with the greens. nice green. We'll put some more with a bit of blue in on here. Got a bit of light coming through here, so let's put that in. Put a ridge across. Right, okay. Just wondered if we could put a pool of water in there. Alright, we'll put a little bit of a tree in here. Right, so now got to get that colour of white and I still can't get that light. Thicken it up a bit. Right, that's a bit stronger. That's Sorry, silent. Just try to drag some of that over that light. Well, there we are. We've got, put that dark shadow in. Right, just put a bit of light. Just put a bit of light. Green. That's not the best, is it? Let's get another tree here. Every time I change, move my head, my neck is killing me. It's all this, like the tension of doing the painting and keep moving it around to do bits. So a bit of red there. Right, I'm going to leave that. I want to put some figures in there. Now this is a bit risky because let's leave that up a bit. We want a sort of a grey, ochre path. And along that we can put a couple of figures. Red is always a good colour. Another hill. I'll put little legs. A nice white hat. I'm not sure I like that really. Got the hats on and backpacks. You don't need a lot for figures. You just need to just indicate them, and your brain will do the rest. Right, let's get some more further up the hill. More indistinct. Okay, well I don't think there's too much more I can do. The figures are a little bit sketchy, but it's quite difficult. just a little mark. I'm going to leave that. It's rough ground. I'm going to put a mount on it and see what it looks like. Well, first of all, I'm going to take the tape off. Now, I'm going to have to warm it, so take your headphones off during this bit. Oh, right. Wrong one. Do it this one. It stops the... Oh, I'm sorry. Cut the noise. There it was. No, I didn't see it. God, yeah. No, I didn't use any bad language. I'm going to put the amount on it. Don't know how I can do that. That's probably too... No, that's just about right, that's okay. There we are. So we've got another moorland scene. Let's just come out. There we are. I brought the light through there from that bit of cloud there. But I hope you get the idea. So if you're a bit reticent, you know, it's easy once you know how, easy once you know how. I've been doing this for years. So that's it for today, folks. Got this bit of light here, but the water doesn't. Well, let's see if I can just do that. It's just I'll clean the brush. And just get that bit of light, that light grey. All right, well that'll do. I'd like to pull that dark down, but it just turned the little pond indistinct again, so let's just put that back. There we are. Well, reasonably pleased with it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.